What is up, everybody? Monster Fanatic here. You guys are probably looking at, the truck I'm in, and you're probably wondering if you have not kept up with the game within the last, I'd say, just a week. None of this was out like a few days ago. This is one of the 6 new trucks out in the Monster Truck Destruction game. If you've at least been following for the last year or so, there's no mystery that they have been coming out with unofficial Monster Jam trucks. And I'm not saying this is an unofficial Monster Jam truck, although this truck's name is Inferno. I think it looks pretty cool. This is one of the couple ones that I would say is not an unofficial Monster Jam truck. I think this is completely one they made up. It kind of reminds me of the Spellcaster monster truck from the early to mid 2000s era. But yeah, Inferno, obviously the name of a truck that we had in the early 2000s. But here is one of these 6 new trucks. So we're gonna dive into some of the new things, well, all of the new things in this new update. This is probably one of my most favorite updates ever for Monster Truck Destruction, and it starts as quickly as just pausing and let's just end this run right here. We're in free roam, so we're just gonna end this run. Obviously we didn't freestyle, so none of it counts, but at the bottom right you'll see where we hit next, and right here it says change view. When I hit change view, as you can see, we can walk around on our left screen. The pad is kind of like hard to operate sometimes. It's very touchy and sensitive. And then on the right side is the eyeball icon, which goes, it moves in place, but the walking you can actually like go up, and it's like a drone almost. It kind of looks like a drone. And then you see the up and down arrow that adjusts the height that you're at. So as you can see, I will have cinematics of all the new trucks showing in a minute, but I just wanted to show you guys this feature before we dive into all the new trucks. This is something that I feel like we should have got a long time ago, but you know what, let's not complain about how long it took. Let's just be thankful that it is finally here. So let's hit next here. We're not going to rate, but I do love that stadium. That is World Finals. So this is one of the newer things. As you can see, well, you can see one of the other new trucks on the right. You guys are probably very confused. That's obviously Iron Man, but we'll look at that in a second. This is a new feature. At the bottom it says truck collection. You hit it and you can just overview all of your trucks in your garage in one screen. Basically, you can scroll down. It's newest to oldest, but you have filters at the top right where you can go to the prices. So the most expensive ones, I guess. These ones at the top here are actually paid money, and now that I'm seeing them all, they have quite a few trucks that you have to pay actual money for, but I have every single thing that I could possibly purchase in this game, so they're all free for me. And at the bottom right, it leads us to our next new feature for this update. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this part. It's kind of cool. You can go to latest and you can see all the trucks at the top, but let's not spoil that too much. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's see what we have at the bottom. It says flags, neon lights, chassis colors, and custom tires. And as you can see below it, you have levels. Flags, you can unlock them at level 15, then neon lights for 35, and then level 55 is chassis colors, and then custom tires is 75. I was already there. So we're gonna tap one, and this is what it goes to. It says unlock trucks to earn rewards like flags, neon lights, chassis colors, and custom tires. Now when we go to our garage, it looks completely different now. As you can see, check this out, guys. At the left you can see where we can customize our flags, our neon lights, chassis colors, and we have tires and tire colors. Like you can do custom tires, you can do custom tire lettering. So we can go here and we can make them bloody in the rim, or we can, let's go back, and as you can see right here, this is what I was looking for, tire detail type, and then right here, tire text. So you can hit that, and let's say we want Firestone tires, we can just type out Firestone, and as you can see in the bottom right corner, it says Firestone on the tires, which I think is sick. You can change the color of the wheel, the inner rim, the outer rim, the smoothness of the rim. As you can see, it's fully smooth right now. You can see how it kind of changes. It's like kind of more, you can see where the color changes, and I love that. For a mobile game, that is absolutely crazy detail. That is so cool. So we'll go put the smoothness back to how it was, because that's how I prefer it. So we're actually going to dive into one of those real quick, but first I will show you guys the new trucks. And as you can see, we're looking at the first one here. This one's Inferno. I already told you it looks like Spellcaster, but it's not. We already have an Inferno truck name, so it obviously is what it reminds me of. Hearing that name, I love the Inferno Monster Jam truck, and this is a pretty unique one. This is one of my more favorite ones in the game, so that is a pretty cool one. You guys already saw this one's probably the funniest truck of the update because of how close it is to Iron Man. Gold rims, and this one is called Marvelous, and they really did not miss a beat here with this Iron Man colors. They can't change the colors up or anything, and they almost use the identical body, it looks like. So props to them for having identical molding just about to Iron Man. That's impressive. You're now looking at the next one here. This one's Hammerhead. We already had a Megalodon type one, I forget the name of it, but this one's just called Hammerhead. It's kind of like the other shark truck that we got, but except this one has, you know, the hammerhead fish on the hood part of the truck, so that one's pretty cool. But I mean, nothing more to know about that. The rest of the truck's just a boring fish that we've already got in the game. I think this one is kind of cool. I like the fur on it. Obviously this is based off a lion. This one is called the King because, well, the tiger is the king of the jungle, so that's a fitting name, the King. That is pretty cool. So next to the Iron Man and the other Inferno truck, these are two of, I think, my favorite trucks in the update. This one's Frostbite, which kind of reminds me of Soldier Fortune in a way, but obviously Soldier Fortune doesn't have any you know, ice, but you know, they had the ice Soldier Fortune, and that one was all blue and white, and that's just kind of what it reminds me of. But I do love this one. The tires are snowy. That one is really cool. I haven't tested that one out yet, but I love it. And now for this final one, I'm so happy to have it in the game. We finally got a Bel Air truck. It's close enough to Avenger. I wish you could, you know, customize the color of the truck itself so we could at least make it a greenish, but you can only leave it red as far as I know. Here is Payback. This is the new Bel Air truck in the game, close enough to Avenger like I said, but they did a really good job molding this. Like, this is freakishly close to a Bel Air, so hopefully they don't have any issues with Chevy here, because that is how close this looks to a Bel Air. But I'm so happy to have this, and I do like the classy red look. I just wish we could have got a green, but I don't know. You know, this is obviously an unofficial Monster Jam truck, obviously based off Avenger. We got Soldier Fortune in this, the ice one. I would say that's what Frostbite's trying to look like. Obviously we got Iron Man, and then we got a few other cool ones that I guess are made up, so they're not all unofficial Monster Jam trucks, but I thought that was still kind of cool. And for this next part of the video, I know this is a weird transition, but we have Carolina Crusher pulled up here for an example of what the last feature and by far my favorite feature of this update is. So we have an old photo of Carolina Crusher. We know Carolina Crusher is in the game, but all of the roll cage is black, the four links are black, I think the wheels are gray, and the tires are obviously black as well. But like, I mean, the outer lip is all gray. It's all boring, and this is what the Carolina Crusher looked like back in the day. A bunch of red and yellow going on, some silver axles and stuff like that. So now with that in mind, let me show you what we can do with all of the color customization for the undercarriage of the monster trucks in the new update. All right, let me show you guys a few things we got here. So we got the flags, and these are the flags that we can choose from. We got a Bigfoot flag, which obviously wouldn't be fitting for this truck, but I'm definitely gonna have to equip that on all my Bigfoot trucks after I record this video. But we have the Monster Truck Destruction one, which that one's pretty cool, I will admit. And we have the American flag, checker flag, the biohazard flag, the skull flag. So if you're thinking, I mean, there's not a lot, but maybe there's a couple that you want to use at once. Maybe there's more than one you want to use. So let's say we want to use the Monster Truck Destruction banner. We hit accept, and say you want to add another one. Well, you can add another one. Maybe you want the American flag, you know, accept that, and then what do you know, you can add even another one, and then you can add like the skull flag or whatever. But to me, I think the American flag is enough. But you know, I already got 3 equipped on my Bad Habit Relapse when I was first testing all these new things out, so that is kind of cool, I will admit. So we're gonna just stick with the one Monster Truck Destruction banner, so not too bad at all. That is pretty sick. So neon lights, this is when it gets pretty cool. So we hit neon lights, and we can select any color we want. This kind of colors the underside of the body and the inside part of the roll cage, I guess. So you can hit neon colors, and then you can go to the color match below it, and you can just kind of move it around the color circle until you find a color you want. So maybe we want like a yellowish, then we go and we kind of maybe darken it a little or whatever. It's kind of hard to use, actually. I haven't really used it too much, but me personally though, I'm good on the neon colors. I don't really want all that. I'm trying to replicate what we just looked at my laptop. So that's when we go to cage color and we find a color that we want. So let's say we want the red, because that is the color that we are looking for. We'll do like a darker red like that, and I think that's good. So we hit accept, and look at that, it's already looking so much cooler, guys. I made it a little darker. So then we can go to axle colors. So the one that we looked at was yellow, so that's when we select a yellow one. All right, not too bad. We hit accept, so looking good so far. So with the axle color, as you can see, we have a hex code, so I'm just gonna memorize the hex code for the axle color and just type it in for the link rod color, so they are the exact same color. All right, and just like that, we got that all color match at the bottom. That is looking super cool. You can change the glossiness, so as you can see right here, not too bad. I don't really know if this is like little gloss and this is high gloss, or the other way around, but it kind of looks like this is high gloss. We're gonna keep it about in the middle right there, maybe. Metallic, that is what it changes there. Not too bad. We'll leave that around in the middle too. Rim detail, this is when it gets fun. So here we go. You can do bloody, not bloody, we already discussed that. We have the rear rim color, so this one we're gonna do red because that is what the real life Carolina Crusher that we just looked at had. So let's find a good in between there. We'll do that red right there. That looks close enough. Inner rim color, which was below it, we're gonna copy the hex code from the axle in rod color and just simply paste it in this right here to color match it. As you can see, that's what we just did. Hit accept. Oh wait, we did the one below it first, so we'll do both because both parts of this truck IRL is yellow. So there you go. Looks good. It's all color match. The bead color, I mean, in real life, I believe, I mean, they were black. I don't really know. We're gonna just keep that. It's not a big deal. But you can even do that too. Like the detail in this, guys, that's crazy. Tire tint. I don't really know what this does. I actually did not mess with this. Oh, it changes the color of the tire. That's a little weird. We'll just keep that black. I don't want the tires to be a blue or red tint. That'd be kind of weird. The smoothest of the tire, that's what happens. We'll leave it at like that. I like that. I like when you can see the reflections kind of the light, but that's too much at the far right. So we'll do like right there. Not too bad. Okay. Then you have tire detail type, and it says text and logo. I don't really know what that means. And now we're gonna text what we want on the tire. We want Firestone on the tire, so that's what we do. I don't really know. There we go. Now it's on the tire. I don't really know what logo means. I don't know. Tire. Oh, okay. Now I see. Now I'm learning with you guys, it looks like. So we have all of these. Well, not all of these, but we have Firestone. So we'll do Firestone. We don't need to type in Firestone. I said that at the beginning, but we have 3 logos here. We have the Firestone, the ODD Games. That one doesn't show anything, but then we have the USA 14x4.com. We'll do Firestone for right now. I think that is the most tasteful tire mod or tire, you know, logo, I would say. And then the text size, you can enlarge it or make it smaller. It's not making it larger or smaller, so I only think that works when you text a name on the tire. When you choose a tire logo, I don't think it'll enlarge. But there you go. Now let's see what we got. We're gonna go to Anaheim here and show you guys. Oh yeah, I did not mean to keep both flags on. I just wanted one, but you know what, that's not a big deal. That's not really the point. So we're gonna stop right here and take a look at what we created. Look at this, guys. That looks so cool, and I love this new feature, like the drone feature. It's really hard to use on the mobile device. I'm really trying my hardest, but check that out, man. And this track looks really good in overcast. It makes everything look really cool. This does not look like the same game it did just a couple years ago. But there you go, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I just realized the axles and stuff is in the same shade of yellow as the rims, so I'll change it after the video, but it's not that big of a deal. So tell me what you guys think of this update. This one is so cool. I think for an OG fan of Monster Jam, I mean, I'm not OG. I weren't a fan in the 80s or 90s since I'm only 19, but I've been a fan since I was like 3 or so. I'd like to consider myself an OG fan, and coming from a fan that's been into monster trucks forever, this is an update up all of our alleys. I would say I speak for all of us. This is such a sick update. So thanks for watching once again. Please like, comment, and of course subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.